How's the royal family? I pray that everyone is doing well. Well, my royal family, I am back on my grind. It was a joy to do the live stream yesterday to reconnect back to the royal family. I thank my subscribers for their donations, and supplements are literally going out every day. Literally. So I'm just going to speak strictly about America. You see that title there. And there is a lot of things here in America that is on many people's minds. But the number one is coronavirus. If somebody have a sniffle or a cold or anything, that's the first thing people are saying. Do they got COVID? And so I just came in from a ride, and I was thinking about the state of denial that America continues to be in, and wanting the royal family to go along and get along. And even not just the royal family, even people who don't believe in this system whatsoever. It could be the enemy's own. It can also be the enemy's supporters. But I look at them a little bit side-eye. But there are people that are really disgusted with the many lies. They don't know if they're going or coming. And so now we are at this space in time, and we are literally at ground zero. America is in a full state of denial. You would think, my royal family, at this point, how of a short of a time this pandemic been going on, and the missteps that America continue to make, that they would rectify it and have something in place. I often say, take care of your immediate situation. So if something like that go down in your individual dwelling, you have what you need to combat Rona or whatever else it may be. You need to be stocked up on food and everything. I've been saying this since Katrina, and I wasn't even on I wasn't even on YouTube back then, that our folk ain't being prepared. But then Rona shows up and pull back the fiber of America and see that America ain't ready at all whatsoever. So you can't, America, put your finger and continuous to point your finger at the royal family, because what I'm going to point is your failure. You in a full state of denial. And what you want to do, and we seen it way before summer hit, they open up the floodgates. And I said, I wonder how much longer this is going to go. And I was paying attention to language. They're using coronavirus less and less and saying variants to soften the blow. Okay, when you get the shit, do it feel like it has softened the blow? No, it has not. So let's go on this journey, my royal family, how America really gets down in their full state of denial. See, my royal family, these things that I'm presenting to y'all are no surprise whatsoever, but America is a pig, and they like to flaunt their wealth and just flaunt, everything that they feel like they have accomplished, but they really stole it all. So, supersize everything, load up on everything. Look at Lady Liberty, fat, bloated, and crazy. And that pretty much sums up America. And when you are in this state of denial, there are side effects to all of this. We know the side effects when you overindulge in food, drugs, drinking, or anything else. It's fattening up. They fatten their own self up for the kill. Now, I repeat myself constantly on the true royal family and true royal. And I said long ago that we have been won this war, the royal family have, and I can pinpoint where I think we have won it. And I said when so-called slavery was over with. Now, when so-called slavery was over with, they had to make some adjustments to keep us, keep those mental shackles on us. And it's still some of us that have these mental shackles because they fear taking their ass out there going to work and stuff. They fear going out there in that sun. Overall, they are bone lazy and we are bone weary. So, they hold down as many of us as they can. And they still want to overindulge and continue to subjugate us. And when you overindulge, you get lax and lazy. And then they will hire people like these pigs out here or the unquote slave catchers that keep us on track. But there's side effects to this shit. And so now this is where the art of war come in. So what the enemy should have done was allow us to have whatever our heart desire. And we would have been fattening up for the kill too. Now look at the state that we are in. Right now. This is what's going on with the enemy as we speak. They're getting lower and lower and lower and lower. And it's like how much lower they can get. Oh, you ain't going to believe how much lower they can get. They're at their low. They continue to go to their lowest form. They came here low. And then, they wanted their heaven now. So our Father gave them what they desire. And I'm pretty sure they should have been warned, or your conscience would warn you that if I overdo whatever I overdo. And so when they fatten themselves up for the kill, they are watching us like a hawk. Well, when you keep watching us, you can't watch everything, and you ain't taking care of your home front. And then you keep us in a state of survival where we're full tilt ready for war. But do you notice, my royal family? We ain't had to throw no arsenal whatsoever because Rona is about that life. Day in and day out in America, let alone globally. When you cut on the TV, the radio, whatever, you're going to hear something about Rona. But then you want to say it's variants, like it's not so bad. Then they was all on this propaganda a couple of weeks ago saying that the unquote unvaccinated people are spreading this. Then later on, that in that same week, they find out, well, they already knew that even the folks that are vaccinated are spreading it too. So what is it? Do your own thinking, my royal family. If you get Rona, then you got the natural vaccine. Think about that, my royal family. Think real long and hard. I put up a video a while back that named damn near all the ingredients that they put in that vaccine. You wouldn't even want to put it in your own damn car. So, if you want to get an unquote jab, which jab do you want? Do you want the one that man-made? Or do you want the one that's just out here floating, out here airborne? You can get it so easily, but you have to be prepared because this is all about war. And the enemy, oh no, let's go back to business as usual. Let's go to the amusement parks. Let's go to the concerts. Let's go to baseball and football games. And the reward is I don't have to wear my damn mask. I am superior. I have gotten my jab and you can't tell me anything. Then you want to say it's mandatory. Well, my royal family, do your own thinking. You can't make that mandatory. There are people that are allergic to things when you start dealing with anything when it comes to health. I'm not talking down to you. I'm talking up to you, things that we already know. When I speak to the royal family, I'm trying to spark something in you and you spark something in me and we bounce off of each other and we keep elevating and elevating. Do you want to elevate to this? Do you want to be in this particular state where you're greasy, fat, and bloated? they're quite destructive, my royal family, quite destructive. And I found this meme that just knocked me down when I seen this. Wow. I was like, that one is powerful. But that's all of them. That just doesn't represent Trump. And trust and believe they're going to, as it get worse and worse and worse, because they have to blame something and they don't want to be held accountable for anything, they're going to go right back to Trump. America is in a state of denial. Now, when I was looking at this, the first thing that popped up in my head is Yahweh allowed Esau to rule and reign for 6 days. These beasts are that destructive. Pay attention to the nature. Stop ignoring the nature. A lot of us have that really, really bad. And it seemed like they're eating and marrying and having wines and spirits and everything is just so jovial. So you see America bloated and fat and nasty, and then also the destruction of. This is true America. And so we even have some of our own that feel like because they have some coins and they think that they have arrived, that they start taking on that demonic energy of the beast. And that's the supporters. Oh yeah, we seen them, my royal family. They look like you and I with their arrogant ass. They feel like because they got a wad of money, they're superior to as well. And then they put on these tears and they, kumbaya with the enemy. Enemy don't give a damn about you. They'll call you a nigga in a heartbeat. Look how they did Bill Cosby. It made me think of something that Eddie Griffin said. He said, in this industry, they're not going to let you leave clean. Pay attention to their nature. And so we will see this more and more, but we need to see it to keep us pissed off, to keep us full tilt. And we ain't trying to convince. And let me get this real clear, because I know the supporters come over here. Let me tell your ass something. We're not trying to convince you of anything. You stay your ass there, because once you consciously make the decision to cross that line, you a dead man walking, a dead woman walking when you make up your mind. We not over here begging you for shit. We taking joy of your demise. You don't got nowhere to go. You made your decision. You said, okay, I want that heaven too, right there. Just think about that, my royal family. Some of them really have the nerves to lash out at us like we are begging for them to be a part of us. We don't want any of that. You being weeded out. Our Father know you. You're going to be exposed for who you continue to be. And we know who you going to support, and we know what you worship. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Isn't this deep, my royal family? When I seen this one, I said, now this is classic. Classic coon with some coins in their pocket, thinking they can dictate and tell us our comings and goings, and that we need to pull ourselves up by the bootstraps. See, that's a fear. And I've been saying for the longest, a coon is a con, and the enemy use what the enemy use. See, we need to study the nature of the enemy. Even though they're in a state of denial, there is many things that you can learn from a fool. So they use what they use. I said it the other night. Anytime Yahweh give you or I an opportunity, you know what you're supposed to do. A few weeks ago, grandma was in that courtroom. Oh, I love her. That's our mama. She said, I'm going to get your ass. You better watch your ass in jail. I mean, she stayed on cold, and then you got this punctified ass judge that could have stepped in and stopped all of that. And they feel justified and they feel vindicated in doing what they continue to do to us. Very dangerous type of folk that I don't know what they on. But the one thing that we all know, because these things are foretold, they're going to have to, they'll be a part of the wrath too, like all of us, they're being disobedient like all of us. But there's more and more of us that are waking up and realize what's going on. So I don't ever want the enemy supporter to think we begging you for anything. Really, what we asking you to do, stay the fuck away from us. But we gonna point out your shit. And then when you get an unquote nigga moment, we gonna take joy and we gonna drag your ass and point out all your foolishness. And we will do it in your face. I don't have to be on no damn computer to do this. I will tell it to you in your face. I'm known for doing this. And many of us is known for doing this. We even got them in our family, cooning out and believing. And you seeing what's going on. America is in a state of denial. In a damn state of denial. People dropping like flies. Hospitals full to the gill. And then they want to keep running around here with they little flip-flops on and shorts and supersizing everything and killing themselves. It's a beautiful thing, my royal family. We ain't had to throw a bullet at all. And the thing that I ain't said in a long time is, America, how do you dismiss 16 bullets? And the reason why I say that periodically to the new people, when I first got on YouTube, one of the first videos I did, when they shot our royal son up down there in Chicago and pumped 16 bullets in him. And them pigs, and the pig who did it barely got any time, and the rest of them walked. You think that you can continue to keep doing this stuff to us and you're not going to feel? I keep saying over and over, there is a cost. I mean, a deep cost that you will feel for eternity doing what you are doing to royalty. But you in state of denial, America. Oh no, I'm wide awake. I thank my father for teaching me about your funky, dusty, greasy ways. Oh yes, I do, my royal family. So when reality fully kick in to the masses, there's something that they continue to do over and over because they are not progressive enough. That came from Cynthia G. I'm not going to steal nobody's talking points. And that touched me when she said that, when she said they're not a progressive group and stuff. And after you done blamed us for all this shit that's going down, after you done ridiculed us, continuing to murder us, continuing to subjugate us and all of this, they will have the nerve to come at us like this. Stay at home and fight coronavirus together. No, we ain't on no together shit. You do your thing, we do our thing. We ain't into no togetherness. Lisa Cabrera said we will not ever come back together again. The separation is here. And some of our folks out here are in a state of denial too. But I'm not going to bang on you too hard, too hard, because I want to stay on the enemy's ass. The enemy really think we going to come together, kumbaya my ass. I take joy in your demise. I take joy that this country, how other countries look at this country like a third world country, and it's always been a third world country. We the one that's been holding them up and propping them up. Check their history. They even own across the pond to hold them up too as well. They will use whatever. They don't care. They don't have the ability. They can only go so far. Do you realize they cannot elevate any further? So when you can't elevate any further, it's like a flower growing. Eventually the flower will die and go back to wherever that flower went back to. But I don't refer to them as a flower. We built your ass up. As we continue to separate, as we continue to separate and get up out of their way, you really get to see what the fiber of them, what they all about. It is a disgrace, my royal family, to see what went down before Trump got out of office, and them hicks is running up there doing what they doing. And then on top of that, now this is where the game just really gets me. So, the Republican Party ain't trying to hold nobody accountable for nothing. And then the Democratic Party step in and do they dog and pony show. They're not going to do a damn thing either at all whatsoever, my royal family. I watched when those officers spoke up there at D.C. I'll listen to them close. Listen to the last question that was asked of them. And they was all on code. They did not answer the question about what do you want to happen. See, they don't want nobody up there like that, like me. Okay, I'm going to tell you what I would say. Okay, say I work in that kind of position. I'm a cop and I physically went through and mentally went through all the stuff that those cops said they went to. I said, I want them motherfuckers arrested. I want them to feel what I feel. That's what I would have said. They hemmed and they hauled. They not going to do a damn thing. It's a dog and pony show. They all one and the same. Don't let them get you overthinking and stuff. Things ain't what it seems. It's all smoke screams at the end of the day. Let's go back right here. This coming together stuff, not gonna happen. Get with your folk. We stay with our folk and, as many other type of folk, and we know what we need to do. Again, America, you in a state of denial. You have a nerve. You have a nerve to think that you're going to come to my people. And it's blood in the soil, our royal blood in the soil of America. And you want us to come together because you are in a full ass state of fear. See, they telling us something about us, my royal family. Now pay attention to what I'm about to say. You will hear the enemies, the male, refer to themselves as boys now. Proud boys. Proud boys. Now, it's easy for me to say boy when it refers to them, but think about what they're saying on a subconscious level. Deep in their conscious, they know they a boy, and they will call our royal sons, 8, 9, 10 years old, men. They are men. So they're already speaking into existence that they're going to be, or they already have been reduced down to a boy. They never were men at all. But for the sake of an argument, our royal sons are not men, because men are held to a higher standard. They are children. But yeah, deep within, yes, they're men. So you told on yourself, Esau, calling yourself a proud boy. When they get caught doing whatever they doing, then the little boys show up. And like them Becky tears, them Brad tears will show up too. And then they'll run to us because they want us to comfort them and counsel them. We can't counsel you. We can't cover for you. We got to worry about our own shit. All that back and forth where when you feel like you wailed, then you can go back and do what you doing. And then when it ain't working out, it's like a revolving door. The door is shut and locked down, chained down. You're not welcome here whatsoever. Go figure it out. Go check your raggedy ass government. Yeah, go run up in that building right there and see what kind of help your ass gonna get now, America. Go get some help right now in this particular state. Don't come to us. Because when it's like this, we ain't even around. We long gone. I know you wish you would find us. Could you imagine America at this state? They would be looking for black folks high and low. Do you know they would literally wail, praying somebody that would hear them? And they would prefer to see us opposed to their own because they know what we are capable of. We didn't lose everything. I'm going to keep saying that over and over, my royal family. All right? And, oh boy, Coons, you're going to get it worse. You're going to get it worse. I know our Father been on you, and you keep rejecting. Continue to be about that life. There's side effects to all of this. Now, America, shame on you. Shame on you. So this is the way you want to go out. Well, it's already been foretold, America. But you think that you're going to outfox my beautiful, divine Father. Oh, no. That won't happen at all. But you are in a state of delusion. You are in a state of denial. And I encourage your behavior. I encourage you to be true to your nature. Show out on the world stage. You shameful. Ain't it juicy, my royal family? To see America on the world ass stage look bad, can't accomplish shit, nothing don't go right, and then start checking the international news. That's our pain. These floods, these storms. See, we are indigenous to this entire land. We didn't just build America. And folks really think that one day Rona will leave and business as usual. No, this is just the tip of the iceberg, Esau. So continue to fatten yourself up for the kill, and we will continue to do what we do. So, my royal family, render your voice with your beautiful divine words. And as always, my royal family, I thank you for your love. I thank you for your support. And with that said, Ashe.